So what we are looking for now is basically get the niche use cases where we can start this engine. So, and my presentation is basically about one of these use cases, what we think could be something where this can be kind of kicked off and it can be started. And this is hedging and using Augmint as a leverage tool when you have Ether investment. So if you look for the Ether price in the recent days, this is an example. And if you are at this point and you hold Ether, then you have basically a question mark. What should I do with this Ether? So if I sell it, then if the price goes up, I just miss out the gain, the price gain. If I hold it, then the price can go down, so I lose money basically, I lose value. So when you have this kind of decision point, as I mentioned, Augmint is credit money. One of the benefits of that, one of the core features of the system, then you can use your Ether as a collateral. So you can put your Ether into a smart contract into escrow, and in return, the system issues you Augmint euros. So as you see, this is what we indicate with green. So at this point, you get Augmint stable tokens. Your Ether goes into an escrow contract where no one can touch it. It's still yours, but no one can touch it before this kind of contract expires. And in return, what you get is a little bit less because it's over-collateralized for stability, but you get some euros, Augmint euros, what you can convert, or you can buy your Lamborghini, or you can actually think about reinvesting that, so using this for leverage. So you can reinvest that Augmint euro into an ICO if you wish, or buy more Ether even, you can do that. But you still own your Ether. There's one additional benefit of that. If you think about the tax implications, I'm not a tax advisor, so talk to your tax advisor, but it's very likely at this point there is no tax implication because you still own Ether and you can start to spend the amount. So this is loan. You get loan for your assets, so you don't have to pay tax on the tax gain yet. And you can start to spend it. So you can postpone your tax payment as well. So if you look at what happens, so if the Ether goes up and there is the due date for this, let's call it loan or for this contract, then you have decision points. So to get back your collateral from the smart contract, you have to pay back your loan. You have to pay back this Augmint euro. It could be 6 months, 1 year, whatever term you signed up for. And obviously, if the Ether price went up, then your decision is to pay it back because the value of the collateral is more than what you have to pay back. So what you benefited from this, and in this case, in this scenario, that basically you were able to use the value of your Ether, part of the value of the Ether, for whatever you would like to use, buy your Lamborghini or invest into the ICO, so you could win more money for that. The other scenario, the other possible outcome, when the Ether goes down. At this point, you don't need to, there is no point for you to pay back this loan. So what happens in this case, you obviously don't want to pay back more to get back a value from the escrow which worth less. So what you do, you don't pay it back. The system collects your collateral, and it does what the system is designed to do in this case. But from your perspective, what you have, basically, you limited your loss. So as you can see, basically you got the kind of liquid Augmint euro what you were able to use. So your loss from this significant price drop is for you, from your perspective, is less than what you would lose actually holding all the Ether collateral. So that's why we call it a loss from Ether price volatility. And basically, this is one of the use cases. So what we are doing is we are finding the ways and how it could be, how you can how we can start this system without having this accepted worldwide, which is obviously on our roadmap. But how you kick that off, how you get the traction. So this is one of the use cases what we think. So what we are looking is if you are holding Ether, then and you find this interesting, or you have questions, you have suggestions, I ask you to get in touch. We have a stand downstairs. Also, we have contact information here. So if you would spare like half an hour and talk about if it's useful for you, if not, what questions you have, that will be really useful. Also, we are looking for contributors. If you like the project, you like the idea, then get in touch and we can talk about what you can help. And basically, we build this system with sweat capital so far and some angel funding, but we are looking for more seed money and more angel funding to actually expand and go further. So if you are interested in that, also just get in touch. Thank you very much.